textile and plastic waste into eco-friendly products. I realized that many people are already doing things in the environmental sector, but I noticed that they neglect the pure water sachet a lot. And when you look at it, in a day, some people drink like 10 of it in a day, and they just throw it down like that. I now thought of it that how can we complement the existing solution? How can we use it to make sure that this waste is no longer there, at the same time create opportunity from converting those wastes into items?
I came here as a weaver to learn how to weave. Then I was introduced into how to convert this waste into weaving.
Mo gbọ́ tí èèyàn kan inform mi nípa Planeteria, ìgbà tí wọ́n dẹ̀ inform mi, so ẹni yẹn ṣàmùmọ̀ àǹtí Jọkẹ́, ìgbà tí wọ́n mú mi sí Tajẹ́pẹ́sà, wọ́n train mi wọ́n.
We've also been able to employ women and girls. Also, we've sensitized the need of having a clean environment to over 6,000 students and communities across Oyo State, Nigeria.
The impact she's making, because people see pure water sachet as irrelevant. I'm done with my water, I bought it 20 naira and I've thrown it away. And then when they see the bag, they see the product of Planeteria, they're like, you mean that sachet that you're just about to throw away can become this good? I mean, it's phenomenal.
This is Amororo Kitchenette. So we are selling food here. Planeteria is in our neighborhood here. I dispose the pure water nylon to them every week.
We've been trying to do this. We are making sure that nobody is left behind. Even we want to make sure that we catch them young, especially the advocacy part, so that they are conscious of the environment. My name is Ade Jokela Sisi. I'm the founder and creative director of Planeteria. Planeteria is a social enterprise that is dedicated to converting textile and plastic waste into eco-friendly products. I realized that many people are already doing things in the environmental sector, but I noticed that they neglect the pure water sachet a lot. And when you look at it, in a day, some people drink like 10 of it in a day, and they just throw it down like that. I now thought of it that how can we complement the existing solution? How can we use it to make sure that this waste is no longer there, at the same time create opportunity from converting those wastes into items?
I came here as a weaver to learn how to weave. Then I was introduced into how to convert this waste into weaving.
Mo gbọ́ tí èèyàn kan inform mi nípa Planeteria, ìgbà tí wọ́n dẹ̀ inform mi, so ẹni yẹn ṣàmùmọ̀ àǹtí Jọkẹ́, ìgbà tí wọ́n mú mi sí Tajẹ́pẹ́sà, wọ́n train mi wọ́n.
We've also been able to employ women and girls. Also, we've sensitized the need of having a clean environment to over 6,000 students and communities across Oyo State, Nigeria.
The impact she's making, because people see pure water sachet as irrelevant. I'm done with my water, I bought it 20 naira and I've thrown it away. And then when they see the bag, they see the product of Planeteria, they're like, you mean that sachet that you're just about to throw away can become this good? I mean, it's phenomenal.
This is Amororo Kitchenette. So we are selling food here. Planeteria is in our neighborhood here. I dispose the pure water nylon to them every week.
We've been trying to do this. We are making sure that nobody is left behind. Even we want to make sure that we catch them young, especially the advocacy part, so that they are conscious of the environment.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Good guys. Good to see you guys here. I mean, it was amazing watching a little bit of the clip. So this is the time for us to hear the story. And I'm welcoming every one of you. All right. So let's know where you're tuning in from. I have ground rules. My name is Emeka Nobis, by the way. I have ground rules. So number one rule, please let's know you. All right. Put your name, put where you are tuning in from, and what you do in the comment section. Your name, what you do, what you're tuning in, where you're tuning in from in the comment section. And I will be bringing people's names on the screen to show what they are doing, and people can connect to you. All right. Secondly, go and invite your friends. Tag them. This is something that is amazing. This woman is doing something that a lot of individuals overlook. Tapping some form of inspiration. You can even make money if you decide to pack waterproof in your neighborhood and ship to her, because I'm already thinking about it, to ship to her wherever she is, so that she will pay me. All right, because she's making a lot of money from grants, and she's going to be telling us how she's making. I want to chop from her dollars. So you can have inspiration by packing waterproof from wherever, black, yellow, black, blue, anywhere, and sending to her because she uses them to make bags. All right. Finally, let's share good stuff. All right. So tap the share button beneath the screen and share this. You never can tell who will receive and watch us and get some form of inspiration to also to not overlook what is in the neighborhood or around and can build a business around it. So without wasting so much time, let me make welcome my guest on today's conversation, Adejoke Lasisi. She's going to be sharing creating riches from waste, all right, and securing grants to expand, all right. So she's going to be teaching, sharing with us her story, how she started out, and then from there she'll tell us how she has been getting grants, and then invite us, those of us who really want to get money, free money. Grant is free money. You're not paying back. It's not loan. Some people have money in this world and say, let me give my money to individuals who are doing amazing. Let them keep doing amazing and blessing the world. That is what grant is. So billionaires, multi-billionaires around the world, they will say, take this $1 million, take $2,000, take $50,000, and do what is amazing and remarkable, so that the world can remain beautiful. All right. So let's make welcome Adejoke. Go invite your friends, tag 20 of your friends, 30 of your friends. We have been waiting for this live stream. She's here finally now. Thank God for the internet. I mean, I've not met her in real life, but we're having this conversation and she's going to be a blessing to people. All right. So tag 20 of your friends, tag 50 of your friends, tag them in the comment section. Let them come and listen to this woman who is creating riches from waste. All right. So let's make welcome Adejoke Lasisi here to share her story, as I said, what she's doing, where she's going from, where she's going to, and finally to tell us about the opportunity for you to also win grant like she has won. I mean, you saw the plenty intimidating things that this woman has done. Me, I was looking at all those things. I was like, hey, Emeka, this is your degree where you get. You never even start. With all this plenty, it was intimidating. I can't feel bad. Like, I mean, hey, I say, no, I don't agree. Depression, I lie, I don't agree. This woman, lie, you know. So today, she's going to be sharing with us how she's done all the things she's done. All right, ma, take it over from me.
Okay. God, thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Nobis. I really appreciate this opportunity. So once again, my name is Adejoke Lasisi, and I'm the founder and creative director of Planet 3R. So at Planet 3R, we convert wastes into valuable items, like, innovative items. And it didn't just start like that. It's not something that I thought I was going to be doing, because if you had told me, like, I will be picking dirty things up and down and be picking waste and be using it to make items and be making money from it, honestly, I would never have thought of that. So my journey actually started since I was little. I was born into Ashoke business, my mom's work. So Ashoke is just this local way of weaving clothes. So they have different kind of this hand woven in different culture. We have Akwete, Ashoke, other stuff like that in different from different tribes. So I was born into weaving of Ashoke. So I like just to weave Ashoke. It's something that is so fun for me to just do. When we come back from school, just help my mom. And later on, we started weaving it to ourselves. So I started weaving very, very well since 1995. That was when I was at age 9. It's something that, at that time, it was just something that I would love to do and everything. But looking around at that time too, we actually have a little bit of waste around us, but, not as much as of now. Then what we had then back there was, all this pure water, ice water. I don't even know it. They usually pour it inside nylon like that. They sell it ₦1. So they just tie those white transparent nylon and pour water into it. So like those were the water that was being sold at that time, ₦1. And growing up at that time, we didn't grow up to all this, using so many sachet and everything. Back then, it was more of it was more of all this they will measure even detergents, Omo back then. They measure it in Congo and you take it home, and probably you have your container whereby you take to market to buy, most of all these stores. But now you see many of all these manufacturers, like every one of them now have products in like refill they just have it in a smaller quantity, 50 naira, 100 naira. You know, a lot of, they just want to reach the grassroots, like just want to sell to everyone, like trying to scale their like they trying to increase their audience, their target on there. So that's what majority of them were like started doing. So, you know, fast forward to when I graduated from school, I decided to, after my youth service, I decided to set up the Ashoke business, because I realized that it was already going into extinction. So many people, a lot of people stopped using Ashoke. Like, you know, they see it as like, because I asked around, and this is one of the things I always encourage people to do, that when you want to start a business, or when you want to start something new, make sure that you carry out a survey, do a discovery, because something that looks like a problem to you might not look like a problem to someone else. For instance, let me give you an example of someone that decided to, like, he went into a community, and he saw that, you know, a lot of all these children and everything, they just go to, they walk miles away just to go and fetch water, because there's no water in that community. And he felt like, oh wow, this is a problem that I should really do something for them. He did not ask them if it was a problem or not. So he decided to come and do a ball in that community, that so that these children, they are not going to they are not going to go miles away to go and be fetching water again, so that, you know, it will just be easier for them to just fetch water in that community and go. So so when he did the ball, he came back after a few months and he realized that nobody was fetching from that ball, because, you know, they were not just fetching from it. He now went to meet the Bale, like the chieftaincy of that community, that why are people not making life easier for them? Why are they not fetching from this bowl? Because it is like they should fetch from this bowl, because it makes life easy. You now say that these parents actually lied to their children, that the water is poisonous, the water is not good, it will kill all of them if they fetch from that water. That's what those parents actually told their children. So he now asks that, why would they lie? Why would they make such a lie? Like, why did they lie to their children? So the Bale now told him, as in the community chief now told him, that it's actually when those children go to fetch water, that the parents get time to, like, get together and you know, get intimate, because most of them stay in one room apartment, and there's no space for them to, like, get together if the children don't go and fetch water from a very far distance. So, you know, understanding the root cause of a problem actually helps you to, like, know what you do and the right solution to give, and that will really give you the money that you are looking for. So those were the things that, if he had asked earlier that, okay, why do you go and fetch your house outside or something, they will tell him, okay, you'll not be like, okay, let me maybe write a proposal to someone or some organization. Let us have maybe a sports center, a youth center where children can come together, you know, have fun, play basketball, play football and stuff like that. At the same time, the parents will now have time to, like, you know, do whatever they want to do. At the same time, these children will not be going far to fetch water again. So that would have been the proper solution if we had asked. So it's always very important, like, you know, to do survey and, like, to do like discovery when you are starting something new, or you want to, like, you know, scale and everything like that. So, you know, when I wanted to start the Ashoke after my youth service, so I decided to just, like, do a little survey to understand why people were not using Ashoke. A lot of people say that Ashoke it is heavy, it is not attractive. So, you know, from the feedback I got, I was able to come up with an innovative solution to make sure that, okay, it is now attractive, you know, and this, and but you know the funniest thing, the first 6 months of doing the Ashoke, I kept on putting it online. Many people will just say that, wow, it's beautiful, is this, is that, like, you know, now how people will just keep, like, like, appreciating what you do, but they will not buy. Like, they'll just keep commenting, liking, some will not even like it. So later on, I now realize, because one of the things I've learned to really that has helped me so far is that, you know, I think like a buyer and not like a seller. I think like someone is going to buy my products. So it helps me to get better on everything I do, so that, you know, like, you know, I keep imagining that, can I pay for this myself? Like sometimes I just like, no, me go, let's open, I can't pay for this. So it's always very important to be honest with ourselves. Like, just think like someone is going to buy it. Do not use too much emotion. Like, oh, they will shall manage it like that. What if they don't want to manage it? What if they want something attractive? What if they want something beautiful because they are paying for it? Remember. So, all those things, like, I just kept on like, okay. Eventually, I now realized that people started coming gradually when they needed my service. One thing that I realized that people are not going to reach out to you when they don't need you. But the truth is, when you are consistent, they get to know you. They get to like, okay, this person is there. Like anytime, even if they are not the one that needs your service at that time, and they hear somebody say that, do you know anybody that makes Ashoke? Do you know anybody that converts waste to wealth? Like the first name that will come into their head is like more or less like Adejoke Lasisi. Do you understand that? Because I'm being consistent in that. So consistency is actually one of the things that actually helped me up till now. Like you just have to be consistent in what you do. It's not easy. It is not easy, but it is just the something. It is what you need to like actually get the result. It is, but it is boring. It is very boring. Consistency is boring, but you just have to do it for you to actually achieve that result. So, I started having customers gradually and everything, but still, things were not still really moving well as the way I want it. So I looked again, what is the problem? Why is this work not competitive? And when people are already in like why some creative industry, when you look at creative industry, when you look at the music industry, like you think about like that most of them, why they're actually doing so well is because the industry is large. So most of the time, we want a lot of people to actually like use something or buy something. You know, when the industry, like the kind of industry that you enter, like for instance now, fashion industry, in as much as it is saturated and everything, if you actually have your own unique product, you still make your own sales because you're targeting a lot of people. It is fashion we are talking about. Everybody wears clothes. Do you understand that? So when it comes to like agricultural sector, like everybody like eats food. So it now depends on the innovation that you are bringing in. So when you look at some industries that are very large like that, you have the opportunity to like, breaking into like that industry. So I look at it that why are young people not venturing into Ashoke weaving or the business itself to make it more popular, to make a little people hear about it. So I look at it and I realize that many people just kind of feel like Ashoke is old people's job, like it's for old people. That many people that they see there, a lot of old people just keep just doing it. So I wanted to change that kind of that perspective, like perception, like okay, it is not just old people, young people too can do it. So I decided to set up a weaving school online. So setting up the weaving school actually now helped a lot because a lot of people now kept on checking for weaving school in Nigeria, and it just bring up our page, my name on the first page, page in Google. And doing that now gave me more chance because a lot of people now feel like, okay, if you can actually train this thing, they see you as an expert. And because of that, they started giving me their job to do. Like, can you make 50 geles for us? Can you make 100 geles for us? So, because of the consistency, people see someone as a voice. Like, they see you as, like, oh, no, you actually like the dawn of this thing. You actually know what you are doing. This is a person that we want to give the job to. So all those things kind of helped me. So, but I knew that I needed to grow because I started at the back of the house. My dad gave me a space, like it was just so dusty and everything. I started with used loom, 10,000 naira loom. And now we have over 60 looms now, new looms. So I bought a used loom back then and I started using it to weave. So like John Maswell said, he said talent is not enough. And I looked at it that, okay, I have talent of weaving, but I do not know how to do the business. I really want to structure my business. I want to do a successful business. I want to learn about business to like, I've learned about weaving. Like I'm an expert in weaving. I want to be an expert in business as well. So that actually now prompted me to like be like, okay, I want to really know about a lot of things about, you know, entrepreneurship, about business grants, about business plan, about proposals, about pitching someone's business and everything like that. So I started searching for opportunities online. That's why I know a lot of sites where they, and when you if you come to my page, you see that most of the time I share about opportunities. I share even sites where you can get those opportunities. So I get to know about, you know, searching. I get to know about a lot of this, where I can get most of all these opportunities and everything. But the first opportunity that I got is that, you know, I went to learn first, because, you know, one of the things I keep telling people that kept on applying every year and they don't get it is because they keep doing the same thing and they want different results. It's not going to come out that way. You know, you can't just keep putting the same input and you want different outputs. You have to do it differently. So, you know, one of the questions I always ask is that before you start that fashion designing business or that barbing business or whatever business you're doing, did you go to the school first? You know, did you not go and learn? They say yes. But when it now comes to grant writing, when it comes to you applying for grants, I'm not saying that you can apply, you might get lucky and you might win, but you might, it's not, would I say, it's not sustainable, let me put it that way. So, you know, you have to make sure that it is something, it is, you learn it, you understand how to write it, you understand what they want, you understand how to put up your application to make it something that they can, like, they will be very interested in it. And that was why, you know, that was one of the things I made sure that I did not apply for grant first, because I knew that I don't know how to write it. And I don't like the fact that I'll be trying. It's like you writing exams and you kept on failing, and that's just the way it is. So instead, you know, I'll go to school first. You go to school first, you make sure that they train you in class for like maybe a year or 2 years or whatever before you start applying. You understand what I'm trying to say? You do tests, you do exams, and you get to the next class. And that is the way most of all these things. And that's even as I'm telling you right now, I still do some courses to just, you know, brushing this thing, because what brought you to this stage will not take you to the next phase of your life. So I went for training, global entrepreneurship training, West Africa, you know, made sure that I paid for my transport, everything like that. I learned for a whole week. I understood about business plan, business proposal, pitching our business. It was not easy for me. I used to be very, very shy. Like, I could not face anybody. Like, even if you are true like this, I will not even face you. I'll be like, oh God, like, hope I will not enter the grant. But honestly, you know, all those training, those were the things that were taught there. Because one of the things I really understand is that, you know, when you know something, when you know what you want to say, you might be scared, you might be afraid, but in a way, it now helps you. And the more you now get to do it, the more you keep getting better at doing it. The more you face people, the more you get better at facing people. So all those things now kind of helped me. So after the training, and I did another training again, so week into training, and started reading some books about, you know, grant writing and everything. I said, oh, okay, I think I should just try out grants. And I applied for grant in 2014. That was 10 years ago. So, and that my first grant, could you believe that I won it? Yes, I was one of the 15 that actually won that grant. And that helped me, like, you know, getting a bigger space and getting new looms for my business. So, you know, all those things, and I'll be like, okay, I need to learn more again. That I really need to know more about business. I started doing more trainings. In between the trainings, I saw some grant opportunities again. I applied for some because I just needed to, like, belong to some network, because I know that when you belong to some network, it actually helps you. Like today now, this morning, I've received an email from a network that I belong to. Last year, 17 of us were selected in Nigeria by the UNDP, United Nations Development Program. So, you know, those things. And now they wanted to give two of us slots for something that would have cost $5,000, and it's going to happen in France. So they are going to give two of us of alumni the slot to go for that exhibition, to promote, like, to get new customers as well and partners as well. So, you know, these are the things that, you know, sometimes it's not just about about money or something, but, you know, network really matters, the kind of network that you belong to. So all those kind of things, like, they really helped me. And I can tell you now that I've won like 18 grants, and, you know, I've helped a lot of people to actually win grants. The last grant I won was actually from Canadian government. So 15 of us were selected in Africa for that. And you know how much dollars they actually give us for that. So a lot of opportunities like that you just have to keep growing, and you have to keep thinking of how can you get better at what you do, how can you make more impact, because in as much as you're trying to get these things, it is called competition. You are not the only one competing for it. So fast forward to 2020 when I started to Planet 3R. So I told you I weave Ashoke for events and stuff like that. I even started making bags for conferences for Ashoke. I'll brand it for them. I took some to Morocco in 2019. I took some to Kigali in 2019. I made for African Women Conference in 2019 with Ashoke. So we made 100 conference bags for them. In 2020, they went to use it in Rwanda. It made 100 bags for them. So we kept on improving and everything. So COVID-19 came and a lot of events were put on hold. Even Ashwebi, there was no way we could do Ashwebi again and everything like that. And I'm like, what are we going to do? Like, how can we, this idea that I've been nursing for a long time that is really affecting my community, because one of the things that actually like inspired me to start Planet 3R was my community, like where I stayed back then. There's a bridge that leads into the community. So whenever it rains like that, if it rains during the day, people will not be able to go into the community. People start calling their friends to go and sleep there. If it rains overnight, people will not be able to go to school, people will not be able to go to work, because we only have that just one road to the community. So it is so bad like that. And I look at it, whenever the water flow finish like that, as in dry up and just finish, you now realize a lot of plastic bottles, a lot of nylons and everything. They're just plenty there. And I looked at people in that community. I'm telling you, many people in that community cannot afford to pay waste management companies, the industries that actually come to pack these wastes. So I looked around that. One of the problems that we must solve in this place is the poverty problem and everything, so that money can even come. So I now looked at it, that how can we use the waste that they are generating, these people are generating community, to actually use it to create opportunity for the same people that are generating the waste. And that's how we come up with Planet 3R. I'm telling you, it was not easy. A lot of challenges when we started coming up with the product that you now see that you like now. You need to see the products that we came out of first. Even me, I cannot buy those products. It's so embarrassing. But it is what it is. Like sometimes most of all these products now that we like today, like if you see the first edition of most of all these products, they are just, the prototype. Most of them, you just be laughing at yourself. So, those products, sometimes when I looked at some product that we did back there, I'll be like, God, but we just have to, it was, like I said, it's a process. And the more you do it, the more you just keep saying that, okay, can we do this in this way? Can we get this one better like this? And that was how we started, making all those nylons and everything, because, cutting it before, you'll be like, this nylon is not doing well. This one is not good again. Okay, let us cut another one. We cut it into another version again. Okay, this one is better. But one of the things I helped again that I keep telling people is that, anytime you are coming up with ideas like that, document your process. Do not forget, document your process. It's very important. So when you document your process, it helps you to make sure that you understand that, okay, when you made it in 4, this was the result you get. When you made it in 6. So even when you are trying to get a team to work together with you, it makes it much easier, because they just go through the process, the documentation that you already have. So you don't have to keep thinking about it again. How did you make it? How did you make it? So, but when you document your process of doing things, when you have your template, it helps you to it works like this. So you just keep going through like that, and it makes it much easier. So one of the things that actually helped is the documentation. And honestly, my mom always supports me a lot when it comes to me coming up with great new ideas and everything. But when it came up with the nylon one and everything, the waste, my mom was like, Jokema, waste time, Are. Like she said, Joke, we don't waste your time. Because she didn't see what I was seeing, she was looking at it as, and most of our parents, our loved ones, don't like us to fail. So they'd be like, okay, don't do this, don't try it. But even when people tell you not to do all those things, what you are going to use to tell them, do not put so much of your energy into saying that you can do it, you can do it. Let the result speak for itself. Let the result, it's the result that will speak. But you know what? When we now got it right, my mom now came. I now said that, nǹkan tí mo sọ lélẹ̀. She said, this is what I'm talking about. Like she started telling people, she started advocating and telling people that don't throw away those nylons, oh. Joke will need it. Don't throw away those nylons, oh. My daughter will need it. Like, you know, that's just the way it is. You know, sometimes when you're starting most of all these things, many people will not believe in you. Many people will not even see what you're saying because, you know, division, it might be only you that God showed you only division. Now it's only you that God showed division. It didn't show other people. So it might be difficult for you to like let other people in immediately, especially when they've not seen it physically, because God dropped the idea into you. He didn't drop it into other people. So it might be very difficult for you to keep explaining. You shalaye without evidence, I'm telling you. But when you have the evidence, it kind of like make it more easier for you to like, the evidence just like speak for itself like that. You don't have to like do more shalaye up and down. So as I was saying, so coming up with it, and I now made sure that one of the things that we did was to leverage on social media. Social media really, really helped us a lot. I'm telling you, one of the places that you can really show your work. Thank God for social media. See now, even not for social media, how would I even have come across, a lot of people, new network now, new people that I'm connected with now. So, network what you like, that online, like, and do not make it all about selling. This is one of the things that actually affect a lot of people. Like, when most of the time when I post storytelling is very, very important. People want to know how you get there. Share a little bit about the process. I'm not saying that you should share the secret with them. But when people see the process, the journey with you, it's as if they are working together with you. It's as if they are in the journey with you. So they become more interested in that product. They become more interested in your projects because they just love the fact that you are carrying them along. They're enjoying the story. They could say it like story, like they're enjoying, like, when you are reading a story, not calculating maths now, but you are reading a story, you kind of love it. You kind of like get glued to it, like, God, I love this. And it's very, very important. Even in grant writing, I feel this is one of the things that actually helped me a lot in grant writing. You have to learn how to tell that story, not just on social media now, but when you're coming up, when you're writing, when you're trying to get these grants yourself, you need to be able to tell that story. It is very important. I'm not saying you should but make the story interesting. Make them want to like hear more from you. Because when you write the application, when they love your story, that is when they now come to you that, okay, let us shortlist this person. We want to hear more. We want to call this person. We want to do a Zoom interview to be able to get to the next stage. Because your story is interesting, they want to know more. They want to get to know you more with that story. So, all these things are very, very, very important when it comes to selling what you to do. So it's not as if that you just be putting it in the people. You can write a story around it and a way you now like put it together. Trust me, sometimes they will be the one to be like, please, how can I invest? How can I get this? How can I get that? Because of the story behind it, because you let them in, they kind of like feel it with you. It's like they are into it with you. And that's just the way, like one of the things that helped me, like, because a lot of people be like, why should they buy waste products? Why should they buy product that is made from waste? Why shouldn't they buy from? So, it was not easy at all trying to get people. But one of the things that we really leverage at is that, okay, this product that we're trying to make, and this is one of the mistakes that many people do, they don't understand their audience. Just because I say that we are making the bags, we are converting those things, we create opportunity to create job for those people, doesn't mean that they are the target audience, doesn't mean that they are the ones that will buy the bag. In fact, majority of them don't have the purchasing power. So we need to understand these things. You don't have to sell to your consumers. Your consumers don't have to be your customers. Your customers can be different from your consumers. For instance, now, you might be selling children's products. Those children are not your customers. They are the consumers. Their parents are the customers. So you have to know the people that you have to target to make sure that you sell that product. So I want their children in that vulnerable area to make sure that they use that bag, they use those bags, but they cannot afford it. So I write a proposal, and this is one of the things for you to learn. So I wrote a proposal to a company that is interested in giving back to the society, that they are interested in giving back to school, bags and everything like that. Wrote a proposal. It's a win-win. They pay us, they get it back, they share it to the communities, and that is the way you run these things. So not necessarily that people that are going to use it have to be your customers. So this is one of the things that we really need to understand when you are targeting your audience. So your customers might be different from your consumers. So these were the things that actually helped. So we made bags from Federal Ministry of Environment. We made their conference bags. So I started targeting organizations that are interested, promoting sustainability, making sure that, okay, these are the people that have the purchasing power. So we started targeting them. We started putting our work online. I leverage a lot on LinkedIn a lot. At the moment now, like most of our posts actually do well on LinkedIn. I leverage on Facebook. Especially one place that I now leverage on the most was Twitter. Twitter really, really went viral. A lot of posts there that I got, a lot of media, this thing, BBC, Al Jazeera, a lot of them because of Twitter, because of the posts that, a lot of people kept retweeting on Twitter like that. So I really leverage on social media, and tomorrow we have a masterclass that is coming up. That's on how to get grants.
Before we go there, before you go to that, I think it's necessary to say this. So guys, this has been an amazing experience so far. Please tap the share button. All right, the share button, just tap the share button for us. Your miracle is on the way. If you tap the share button for us and share this live stream right now. Don't wait until we attach miracle. This is a miracle for a lot of people's lives. People will listen to what she has got to say, and they will get their own inspiration to go and start to do something amazing. All right, so tap the share button right now. As you're tapping the share button, type in the comment section that you have shared it. All right, when you tap share, come and write that you shared. All right, tap share, and type in the comment section. Before she goes, I'll have to play another great video of hers. All right, I've seen individuals who are inviting their friends. Kudos to you. Somebody has invited 10. Somebody has tagged 20 of our friends. Thank you so much for doing that. So tag more of your friends. The section has not ended. Right? Sorry, the session has not ended. Tag more of your friends to come participate in what she's saying. And she's going to be talking about how to get grants, all right? And how to help you also get grants. Maybe you are doing something amazing. Even those who write books, whatever it is you're doing, you are into food, you are into supplies and all that, she can tell you how you can get grant. All right, so stick around right now and watch this amazing clip.
My name is Ade Jokela Sisi, and I'm the founder and creative director of Planet 3R. I actually started Ashoke when I was 9 years old, started weaving Ashoke. That was 1995. We do Ashoebi for people, wedding Ashoke and everything. But COVID-19 put a lot of hold on a lot of things, especially the lockdown. And before that time, I'd already thought of doing things with the waste that I see in the environment. And I look at other people in that sector, in the environmental sector, waste management sector, that they're already working with bottles, with tires, making chairs, making different beautiful items. They are not working with the sachet yet. Because when you see them, they're always like, you see them clumped together in the drainage, and they will not make water to pass. Actually, the community where I stay in Ibadan, that community, during rainy season, as I'm talking to you right now, no car can pass the place. When it rains heavily, people will not be able to go into the community. If it rains overnight, people will not be able to go to school, they will not be able to go to work because of the water. Like, it will just full up everywhere. And by the time the water now go away, like, you now realize that there are a lot of nylons there and everything. So I realized that there are no proper waste management system in Ibadan, in most places, even in Nigeria. And I looked at it, I asked them, are you willing to pay waste management companies that the government, like that partner with government, majority cannot afford that thing, to even pay 2,000 naira per month? They'll be like, we have to eat first. And there's something that Ibadan always say, when like that mindset that we will not use our money to buy food, and I will now be using my money to throw away waste. They will not do it. Then I look at it, that how can we complement existing solution? And we started working with pure water sachets and nylons. And Before you know it, we start coming up with different ideas to like make bags, shoes, clothing. The first thing that we do when we want to like create all these beautiful products that you see is that we first collect the waste. It comprises of 90% of the material itself. So we use 10% thread to make sure that it is durable. It is like our major raw materials. So without it, we cannot really do any work. So in fact, we even have collection cards that we make sure that we encourage individuals, households. So by seeing what we did, it actually encourages them that they don't want to throw away their waste. So they try to segment them, they sort their waste from home. So they don't throw away detergent, nylon, pure water sachet. So I now look at the detergent nylon that me have been saying, and there's something that attracted me to Viva detergent, the color, the green color, because I love green a lot. Like, a color of Greenland, even Nigeria, when they want to talk about green environment, like it's always related to green, like everything that is clean is related to green. So I like the color, so I've been saving those nylon like that I just want to do something with this nylon. What can I do with it? Luckily for us, so we just decided to like, okay, we came up with a bag, and this Viva Kini came out well, Kini is fine. And I was like, well, I don't even know how to get in touch with them. And thank God, power of social media. We just did it like this, we put it online, we did a laptop bag, we did school bag, we just put it online, do some online, and before you know it, the thing went viral, and that's how Viva connected with us. And here we are. After the post that we made, the first post went viral on Viva actually invited us to the headquarters. Hey. No. Like, I really appreciate Viva for what they are trying to do, for setting the pace for other manufacturers. It's not just about the environment being clean now of just sachet water, of the detergents, Viva detergents now, but making sure that other manufacturers to emulate what they are trying to do, especially, by partnering with us, to making sure that the waste that's being generated from Viva now being used, convert into school bags, for students in Nigeria, and also create job opportunity for women across the country in different states. So I really, thanks to Viva for taking up this initiative. Yeah.
Amazing. Did you like the story? I mean, this story is amazing. Thank you so much. Adoja, please go ahead now and share with us what you had wanted to share. This is the second session, getting grants, what you have to do to help individuals to get grants.
Yes. Okay. Thank you so much, sir. I really like that. I was just watching for the video, and watching the video, and I was just blushing. Yeah. So as I was saying, I've actually been doing a couple of grants training, but another edition will start tomorrow. It's just 3 days masterclass. So it's going to be on the 19th, 20th, and 21st of this month. So you're going to be learning so much on how to pitch your business, because, all these things, they all comprises of everything. Business proposals. Some people don't even know how to write proposals. Some people do not know how to make sure that, business plan is there. Like, it is very, very important to understand how to write it. So, it is, if you don't understand question, it might be difficult for you to answer those questions. So most of the time, it's not as if that we don't have the right idea. Sometimes, have you ever thought of it that why is this person, like, my work is better than this person? How come this person just keep getting opportunity more than me? Well, they know how to position themselves very well. They know how to position themselves for opportunity. They know how to write. They know what those people are looking for. So it's like you just like you connecting with what someone is. It just, there's this way that it just like connect together if you are giving them what they want, and that's just most of the time about grant writing. Like, you just have to make sure that you understand what those organizers are asking of you. Sometimes they might ask you that, okay, why should you be giving that money? Why should you be giving the fund? Why should you be giving the grants? You know, some people have actually like be or some. This is one of the things that helped me in teaching grant about grant writing as well, because I've been on some judges, you know, like, you know, judge some competitions, and you know, it's just very interesting what people write, and sometimes I just, you know, I just feel like, no, this one cannot, there's no way you can like get it. You know, for instance, let me just give you an example now, a scenario of just two pitch. It's the same idea, but I want to pitch it differently now. So, and I want you to like tell me the one that you would choose if you want to like give the person money. So I'm going to start with number one now. It's the same idea. So now, let me start now. I'll just say, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ade Jokela Sisi. I'm the founder and creative director of XYZ Security Company. At XYZ Security Company, we make sure that we take care of students, and you know, when you are traveling, we make sure that our security is your priority. We do not let anything happen to you. We secure you from your point of departure to the point of arrival. That is that pitch, right? That's number one. Then number two, the same idea now. I want to pitch it again. So I will now say that I will just get there in front of the judges. I'll just say that, imagine your child go to school in the morning and do not make it back. How would you feel? That is a thought-provoking question. Like, you'll be like, God forbid, like, you know, that God forbid, like, you know, saying that thing already, it like catches your attention. Like, what is she trying to say? What is he trying to say? So, you know, let me just start again. I want to start to that second pitch again now. Imagine your child go to school in the morning and do not make it back. How would you feel? On so dates, 300 Chibok girls were kidnapped, and this had a negative impact on the society, nation at large. My name is Ade Jokela Sisi. I'm the founder and creative director of XYZ Security Company. With us, we can assure you that your children, your school, anywhere you're going to, you can get from the departure to the arrival and get there safely at an affordable price. So which one of the pitches will you choose? One or two? I would like to hear from somebody before I continue on that. Will I be able to see comments here? So which one would you choose, and why? And why would you choose that? Before I now tell you the one that is more okay, and you know, and yeah. Mr. Emeka, will I be able to see the
I'm here. You say will okay. Do what?
Yeah, I was actually asking a question before that. Which one would they choose?
Oh, okay,
so,
okay.
I was asking that. Yes.
Many of them are writing pitch two, second pitch.
Yes. I know that, and I'm very sure. So the reason why I would say that you choose the second one, and the reason why I would say that the second one is better than the first one, because it contains data. It is very important when you are talking about what you are doing. If you cannot get the data yourself, and it is not available, you can get people that has the data, and you know, make sure that you credit them. Like now, if I want to talk about waste, I could say that according to Global Waste Index, Nigeria generates over 60 million tons of waste in a year, and less than 10% is being recycled. You know that you can't just say all these things offhand or by yourself without a proper data, without a research that's taking place. So now, that one is just a matter of something that is being written online. It is everywhere. So that person was able to back it up with data that this thing has happened before, and it has a negative impact. So with that, you know, you have to let people know, the organizers that want to give money, that without my solution, that problem will not go away. It is my solution that will solve that problem. So you have to let them know. The way you pitch it, it will be as if, I'm not saying that you force them, but you will not agree for them. You understand? I don't agree for anybody this year. So, like, you will make sure that you let them realize, you let them see the value of what you are giving. And that is why they choose you over other people. It is a competition, remember, but you have to make sure that what you are going to tell them resonates with them. And one of the things I do is that, when you see an application, when you see a grant or an opportunity that is coming up, go to their website first, study it well, read it. It is homework. You do your assignment very well. Do not just jump into writing the application. Do you know that some of the times the answer you might be looking for to those questions are actually in the application, is in the website, on their plain ground. And sometimes you look at the what's it called, the other past winners. So when you listen to them, it makes you understand what these organizers are looking for. It is very, very important for you to make sure that you study it. Look at the criteria. Look at how many words that they say you should write. If they say 50 words, do not go and write 51. Do not go and write 60. Make sure that you follow instructions. These are the things that actually help a lot of people, and that has helped me too anyways. So make sure, like, opportunities are there. I tell you, like next week now, I'll be attending this Empowering the African Fashion Sector at UNESCO headquarters in France. So, there are programs, there are opportunities. You just need to know how to get them. You just need to know how to position yourself. Positioning for global opportunity is very, very important. And one of the things that actually helped me to position myself and my organization for global opportunity, especially last year, because we were one of the 15 that won the Commonwealth Award last year across the globe. So that was in November that we're giving the award. And one of the things that could help, that can boldly say that I want to tell you, and might actually help someone here today, is that I positioned myself for global opportunity. And you might be wondering why I did that. I told you that we started with pure water sachet and some other nylons like that. We didn't even start with detergent sachet or this food wrapper, other wrappers, because we even worked with this power oil and stuff like that. We didn't start with all those things. We started with pure water sachet. And why I started with that was because I realized that in that sector, in the waste management sector, a lot of people are already working with plastic bottles. A lot of people are already working with tires. A lot of people are already working with all these, waste clothes, material, tailor waste, and other things like that. And I looked at it. How can I complement existing solution? This is something that you have to think about all the time. It helps you when you are going into a new industry or coming up with a new project. It helps a lot because people in that industry will see you as someone that they can collaborate with rather than someone that they will compete with. So because they see you, because you go there with, how can I complement existing solution? You have to make sure that you make them realize that, okay, there's a solution on ground, but there's a gap that I've been able to recognize. I see that people are not working with nylon already. How can I complement existing solution? And these are the ways for you to come up with great ideas, innovative ideas, and not being like too saturated. You have create your own niche. There's a way you just have to do that, and that's the way you do. And before you know it, a lot of people in the industry started collaborating with us, and it gave us more visibility because they already have the name, they already have the audience. So from their own audience too, they get to know who we are, and that is the way we're able to grow. And I look at that we are not, we are relevant, but it's in just our national level, local level, because we won the National MSME Award, overall award in 2020, where the Vice President gave us a brand new car award and cash prize as well. So, and guess what? Do you know that they've introduced the MSME again this year? They started last week now. So please make sure that you stay glued to my page to be able to, as an ambassador of the program, I'll be able to get information and share with you. It is a very good one. You get millions of naira. They give you a brand new car. They support your business. They make sure that give it visibility. It is very, very important. It's the federal government that is doing it. It's something that, and they make sure that they cover all category, every category: education, agriculture, fashion, wellness and beauty. Talk about it, technology, every category is being represented there. So they select people, you go to Asovila and stuff like that. So it's a very good one that you grow your network from there. So aside from that, so when I wanted to make sure that, okay, the global one, I want to make a global relevance, I looked at the countries I've been visiting. Even if you don't go to other countries, you can search online and see that I realized that majority of them were not even drinking pure water in their country. So how will they even have pure water sachet? I realized that majority of them, you have to take your reusable shopping bag to mall. They will not give you nylon when you buy things from there. So I was like, okay, that means that I will not be relevant globally or be able to solve global problem if we don't think about how we can solve this problem that is common to everybody. So this is the way for you to grow too, because sometimes if you are solving only problem that is related to your tribe, just your community, Kolobo, it might be difficult for you to get this global relevance. And, all those things might not make you scale easily. And one of the things that you have to look at again is that channel what you do, related to sustainable development goals. It is very important, SDGs. Related to one or more of these goals. Maybe it's goal 1 that you're solving, goal 2. So by the time you're able to relate it with it, mind you, those things are global problems. And by the time you're able to get a solution to it, so that means that you are solving one of the global problems. It is very, very important. And since we came up with the idea of working with sachet, all these detergents and everything, people started sending their sachet from US. Now, we now got another opportunity to work with an industry now in South Africa. We now started getting a lot of orders and partnership opportunity from across the world, instead of just the local place that we had before. So, just make sure that you think ahead, think about, keep evolving. Do not just stay in one place. Do not feel like you've arrived. You are not arrived at meeting. It's a journey. It's not a destination. This thing, you just have to keep going. You have to keep moving. You have to keep doing that. Okay, now you are climbing stairs. How can I make it elevator so that I will be moving faster? How can I be using lifts? I don't want to be climbing stairs again. So these are the ways that you have to think in your business. And with that, now I will say that, okay, I don't want to go for grants of maybe $50,000 again. I want to go for millions of dollars, all these things like that, because I've been able to handle some money before and they've seen the results. And that's the way you grow. Yeah. So do not forget to join the masterclass tomorrow. When you go to my page now, you see it on the pinned post there, so that you see how you are going to pay for the masterclass. It's 20,000 naira for the 3 days. I look forward to seeing you there. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Adejoke, for these great conversations we've had. So guys, do you have any question for Adejoke before we call it a wrap? We have done 58 minutes already. Do you have questions for her? If there are questions, please drop your questions in the comment section. Before the questions come up, maybe I got to play this beautiful stuff again. All right.
My name is Adejoke Lasisi. I'm the founder and creative director of Planet 3R. Planet 3R is a social enterprise that is dedicated to converting textile and plastic waste into eco-friendly products. I realize that many people are already doing things in the environmental sector, but I noticed that they neglect the pure water sachet a lot. And when you look at it, in a day, some people drink 10 of it in a day, and they just throw it down like that. I now thought of it that how can we complement the existing solution? How can we use it to make sure that this waste is no longer there, at the same time create opportunity from converting those wastes into items?
I came here as a weaver to learn how to weave. Then I was introduced into how to convert this waste into weaving.
Mo gbọ́ tí èèyàn kan inform mi nípa Planet 3R, ìgbà tí wọ́n dẹ̀ inform mi, so ẹni yẹn ṣàmùmọ̀ àǹtí Jọkẹ́, ìgbà tí wọ́n mú mi sí Tajọpisa, wọ́n train mi wọ́n.
We've also been able to employ women and girls. Also, we've sensitized the need of having a clean environment to over 6,000 students and communities across Oyo State, Nigeria.
The impact she's making, because people see pure water sachet as irrelevant. I'm done with my water. I bought it 20 naira and I've thrown it away. And then when they see the bag, they see the product of Planet 3R, they're like, you mean that sachet that you're just about to throw away can become this good? I mean, it's phenomenal.
This is Amororo Kitchenette. So we are selling food here. Planet 3R is in our neighborhood here. I dispose the pure water nylon to them every week.
We've been trying to do this. We are making sure that nobody is left behind. Even we want to make sure that we catch them young, especially the advocacy part, so that they are conscious of the environment.
All right. So I'm not seeing any other question. People are just thanking you. So I just want to ask. I'll ask a question. Maybe two questions. The number one is, You remember I said, okay, somebody's asking a question. What were the major challenges? I don't know if you can see it.
Yes, in the process of creating awareness for your products. Yes, like I said, a lot of people were like, how can they be buying products that were made from waste? And they were not looking at the quality and the work that has been done into it. They were just looking at some bags that maybe they were imported and their children will use for 1 week, 2 weeks, and it will just tear. They were not looking at the standard. If you want to like buy a very good bag now, you know the amount at which you will buy. So, those were the things. We really faced a lot of challenges, but that's one of the things I say that the process actually helped us a lot because they saw the process, that the hygienic and everything, that it is not just, and even collecting people's waste from the beginning initially was not easy until they started seeing the product that we're making with it. Because some people will say that they want to use their product to do juju, they want to use the pure water chemical to do something. So a lot of people with their beliefs, and so it was not easy initially, but like I said, it's a process, and the journey just it keeps like people just keep trusting you with time, especially when you let them into the journey. They see themselves as doing, like when we started in the first community, we had to go and talk to the chief first. We went to the landlord meeting, we spoke to the men there, and they were so interested. We just told them what they did and everything, that see, this thing is all for us and everything. And they were so happy that it created job for their wives, for their girls. Some girls that maybe they stopped school for a while, they finished secondary school and they've not got admission. So, they work there instead of just roaming about and, getting pregnant and stuff like that. So it was not easy initially, but I can tell you now that it's something that is really, really something that we've been able to overcome to some extent. And even now, our factory now that we built ourselves, we built crèche there because we have women that have children, and we just want to make everybody comfortable and have this kind of a win-win situation where their children are safe. At the same time, they are more productive because they know that their children is in a safe environment, because it's inside the same compound where we fenced. At the moment now, we have 42 employees, and 38 of them are actually women. Yeah. So because I work a lot with women and girls, yeah. So it was not easy, but definitely challenges are there. Thank you. Yes, for booksellers, I would not say that you have opportunities, except if you are the one writing the book yourself. If you write the book, you have opportunity to win grants, because most of the time, they don't really give grant to people that are just selling alone, especially when you are not the one producing it yourself, when you are not the one rendering the service. Like, doesn't have to, you don't have to have a product, you don't have to have a physical product to win grants. So they just want to know that you are the one creating that value. Because if they give you grants as someone that is selling things, you could just use it to stock up. You don't even have to employ anyone. But they believe that if you are the one creating things and stuff like that, when they give you grants, it helps you. You'll be able to like there's no way, like for instance, let me use a tailor as an example. When you are being given grants, maybe there was a time when federal government partnered with First Bank to give us GEM grants. That was 2018. Yeah. So some of us won some millions of naira then. So, when I got that, I was able to get like 3 more machines. And for instance, I cannot be the only one to work on 3 machines at the same time. I needed to employ more people. So most of the time they look at it that, is it a job? Is it an idea that can actually be not just even replicated now, but they can create job opportunity. Especially that's why I say that you have to read through what the organizers, when people are giving grants, they are not just giving free money like that. It's a win-win. They too, they have donors. They have people that they are answering to, that they are writing report to. So those people give them money. So now they will now look for organizations that are working with grassroots. That's why they now call out for application. So when they call out for application, you apply. So they want to look at people that their vision, their objectives align with their own, so that it's now work together in sync. Maybe they are looking for youth that will create job for youth, and you too, you want to create job for youth. So, it's like you guys just like match together like that. So there's every possibility that you will get it. other than someone that has not been able to clear. You have to, like, you see, when you are answering your grant, this thing, you have to be clear on what you are doing and what you are going to achieve with it. So most of the time, as sellers, most of the time they don't usually get grants. What they usually get is probably when they do give away online and they say people should vote for them or something. But when it comes to grants, like grants, go, and those are the things that they want to see. They want to see if it will create impact, if it will create job. Because when they are giving out this money, it's not just you alone. They are not just telling you to go and use the phone, money to buy the latest iPhone or buy the latest car. They want to see it, use it, and use it to, scale or start something so that it will create opportunity for other people. Yeah. How did they make the product remarkable? Like I said, if you joined from the beginning, I told you that the products were not new at all. They were not really fine at all. Like the first set of products we did, even me myself, I cannot buy it. I'm telling you, it was so embarrassing. But like I said, you just have to keep getting better at doing this. And if you don't do it, there's no way you will get better at doing it. So many people just, especially when we are watching football, you see so many people, oh, you're putting the ball, you're supposed to pass like this, you're supposed to pass. We use mouth to play better football than people that are on the pitch, that are on the field. Do you understand that? So most of the time, it's always good for us to be inside it, for us to keep doing it. And that's the way we learn from our mistakes. And if we don't do it, how we even make a mistake? So you just have to keep making that mistake, to keep getting better, to keep learning from the mistakes. And that's how we get better at our products. And, we just have to keep learning every day. You learn from the mistake. And there's something that I learn a lot about chess, that I like about chess. They say, when you see a good move, look for a better one. Do you hear that? When you see a good move, look for a better one. So that means that there's always a better way of doing things. Do not just relent. Do not just be comfortable that, I'm okay now, I'm doing it. No, you have to find a better way of doing it. Because if you sit at that stage, someone else will just come and do it better than you, and you will no longer be relevant in that industry or in that sector. I just got to know about the Grand Masterclass. Can I pay in installment like 10K now? Balance on for 3 days. I truly want to be part of the class. Okay. All right. We can do that. We can do that for you. Yes, actually train NGO to can an NGO extend a hand of partnership? Yeah, right now we're not looking for partnership, we are looking for investor. We are looking for investors now. That's what we are looking for now. The only partnership we are doing with NGO is just like maybe they want our bags. They want our bags, and maybe they want to go and share it. They pay us to make the bags, we go and share it. But no, all these different partnerships, it's very stressful, I tell you. What does one stand to gain by supplying the nylons to you? Well, for now, we have surplus. Before, when we used to collect from people, like, we weigh it, we pay them per kg. So that's what we used to do back then. But now, we're not even collecting for now. As in, like, you need to see a lot of people like, well, I just want you to come and carry this thing for free. Please come and carry this thing. I just like what you do. We just want to give you our waste. Like, you need to see a lot of people calling us for clothes, because we use clothes. We use different clothes that people are no longer using. We make them into mats, make them into different, like a foot mat, like, the one that you can just put in front of, at the entrance of your bedroom, at the entrance of your house. So, like, we do different things with different kind of waste. Yes. I want to win more grants too. Of course, you can surely do that. Betty, my sister, you've been winning grants now. You are the organ now. Okay, what advice will you give to people who want to go into recycling business or struggling to get grant through it? Well, one of the things I would tell people that are struggling into getting recycling business or any business, because it's almost the same thing, it's almost the same way. Everybody wants to make profits, everybody wants to make impact, stuff like that. It's still business. It might just be different, the sector might be different. So the advice I'm going to give to someone that is going into recycling business or any other business, that number one, make sure, find a way to make yourself relevant. to other people in the sector. Do not, like I said, do not look like someone that is competing, rather someone that they can collaborate with. Look at events that all these big organizations want to do and see a way you can be relevant in it. Maybe someone wants to like do a training and stuff like that. You can say that, okay, you can write them a mail that you would like to like maybe teach literacy or something like that. You want to collaborate with them in that. You know, it could be a volunteering thing. It could be something that they will pay you for if they wish to pay you. And with that, you get to like, get into their network, especially when if you have been offered that thing to do it. So when you do it for them with them at that time, and they like the way you do it, in fact, they might be adding your organization to what they are doing. So that next time when they want to do it, they already put you in the budgets. That okay, no, we need to call this person. But sometimes, you just have to prove yourself first, especially when you're coming up. I'm telling you, it's not easy. People really don't want to like put their money or their time into startups, because sometimes I'm telling you, some of us don't do well at all. Some of us are not trying. We don't put in our best. We just feel like we'll just do it, and now start seeing a lot of comments, and you see a lot of people coming out, calling out some names online because of things that some people have done. So we really need to like, do better. And like I said, find a way to now, be able to collaborate with this big organization. Like I said, it helps because their audience to now get to know you, and before you know it, but above all, give it time. Honestly, it takes time to build. I always see business as building a house, especially when you're just building it gradually, when you don't have enough resources. And people don't see building until you complete that building, until maybe you paint it. They'll be like, when did this house come here? So people will not see it when you do the foundation. People will not see it when you do when you are trying to put the block gradually. But people will see it when the building is done, and it just takes time. And one of the ways, again, that I really appreciate process a lot, it was when I got pregnant and realized that you can't jump it. You can't jump the process. You just have to stay for that 9 months for that baby to come. You can't jump the process. You have to nurture that child, for that child to start crawling, for that child to start walking, for that child to start talking. But majority of us just want to we want to fly. We've not learned to crawl. We've not learned to walk, but we just want to fly. Nobody is telling you not to fly. You can fly, but you have to make sure that you know how to land. Many people, they know how to fly, but they don't know how to land again. And by the time you don't know how to land, what will happen? Crashing. One will just crash, bam, because you do not learn how to land. So it's very, very important for us to take our time. By the time you understand this, you understand process. You understand that for a transformation to occur, a process has to take place, and you have to give it time, and you have to nurture it. If you don't nurture it, if you don't nurture a child, the child will not grow. If you don't nurture that business will not grow. You have to give it what you want. If you don't nurture a relationship, the relationship will not work out. So it's just like that. It's very simple like that. Just give it time. Yes, schools too can actually get grants. Schools can actually get grants. So just make sure that you know how to position yourself. Like I said, see, it's about story. It might just be one child in your school that you use to tell that story. It could be just one child. Maybe that child, very brilliant and everything, and you're able to help the child, get funding to be able to progress in school. And it could just be one story. I'm telling you, but you can get it with the what you're doing. Yes, of course. Since you make Adire, I'm telling you a lot of grants for Adire. Even Kinitu one now, my friend Abeni Prince, she makes Adire. She won the MSME of the year for creative arts. So she was given a brand new car and a cash prize as well. So well, I don't know about it, so I don't know what to say about it. It's not my area. I don't know anything about glass bottle. And besides, this is one of the things I don't do. I don't usually venture into other people's area. I just do my own. They do their own. We collaborate if we are able to, if there's a way to collaborate. And yeah, women hair is a global market opportunity. Do you think such hair can be converted into making such valuable? Well, no, because do you know that even Lush hair, they send their attachment to us? Do you know how many? Do you know how many waste that they are generating from the factory? They sent us the waste attachment from the factory. So we made it into bags. We made it into bedroom mats. So a lot of waste are there that thinking about converting that one into it. Yeah, but like I said, you can try it. You see, and that's the way it goes. Like you can think about another idea and take the initiative and start from there. So that's just how it works. How much can we invest and what will be the ROI? Well, the minimum we are looking for right now for the investment is $1 million. So, but we can talk about that later.
All right, Ma. I've taken power in my office. Please, can we wrap on? Tell us tomorrow about tomorrow's class again and how people can sign up for the class as we wrap up.
Yes. So thank you so much, sir. So once again, it's by tomorrow evening, 5 p.m. we'll be starting. There's a class, how to access funding and global opportunity in 2024. Do not grieve for this, don't grieve for 2024 to just go like that. Collect all the money. The money is there. I'm telling you, the money is there. You can win dollars, you can win naira, millions of naira, you can win in dollars. You can get global opportunity. I'm going to teach you how to get opportunities for you to get fully funded. You'll be traveling up and down. Even you don't have opportunity to just okay, I'm going to this place today. Do you know what it takes for you to just travel and get these opportunities for free or partially that, okay, they paid for few, you have to pay for the remaining one and you network too. So do not sleep on this opportunity. With 20,000, you're going to have access to the class one-on-one with me. I'm going to use my own experience and my businesses to teach you on guide you on how to access this funding. And a lot of examples. We are going to make sure that we answer some questions together, some applications. We are going to answer them together to be able to give you insight into how to really answer most of all these questions. So for 3 days, we're going to be there. So just go to my pinned posts and see how you can. Once you just click on Ade Jokela CC, you see my name somewhere. So click on it and go to my pinned post, and we are going to see that application, this thing there. So you can click on it, and see the details on how to join the class. Yeah, I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Thank you so much.
All right, guys. If you go to my pin post right now, you get access to her timeline, and then you can apply from there. All right, so we're going to call it a day now. Thank you so much, Adejoke. As we wrap, I will also play your video again. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
My name is Ade Jokela Sisi, and I'm the founder and creative director of Planet 3R. I actually started Ashoke when I was 9 years old, started weaving Ashoke. That was 1995. We do Ashoebi for people, wedding Ashoke and everything. But COVID-19 put a lot of hold on a lot of things, especially the lockdown. And before that time, I'd already thought of doing things with the waste that I see in the environment. And I look at other people in that sector, in the environmental sector, waste management sector, that they're already working with bottles, with tires, making chairs, making different beautiful items. They are not working with the sachet yet. Because when you see them, they're always clothing you see them clumped together in the drainage, and they will not make water to pass. Actually, the community where I stay in Ibadan, that community during rainy season, as I'm talking to you right now, no car can pass the place. When it rains heavily, people will not be able to go into the community. If it rains overnight, people will not be able to go to school. They will not be able to go to work because of the water. It will just full up everywhere. And by the time the water now go away, you now realize that there are a lot of nylons there and everything. So I realized that there are no proper waste management system in Ibadan, in most places, even in Nigeria. And I looked at it. I asked them, Are you willing to pay waste management companies that the government, like that partner with government, majority cannot afford that thing, to even pay 2,000 naira per month? They'll be like, we have to eat first. And there's something that Ibadan always say, when like that mindset that we will not use our money to buy food, and I will now be using my money to throw away waste. They will not do it. Then I look at it that how can we complement existing solution? And we started working with pure water sachets and nylons, and before you know it, we started coming up with different ideas to like make bags, shoes, clothing. The first thing that we do when we want to like create all these beautiful products that you see is that we first collect the waste. It comprises of 90% of the material itself. So we use 10% thread to make sure that it is durable. It is like our major raw materials. So without it, we cannot really do any work. So in fact, we even have collection cards that we make sure that we encourage individuals, households. So by seeing what we did, it actually encourages them that they don't want to throw away their waste. So they try to segment them, they sort their waste from home. So they don't throw away detergent, nylon, pure water sachet. So I now look at the detergent nylon that me have been saying, and there's something that attracted me to Viva detergent, the color, the green color, because I love green a lot. Like, a color of Greenland, even Nigeria, when they want to talk about green environment, like it's always related to green, like everything that is clean is related to green. So I like the color, so I've been saving those nylon like that. I just want to do something with this nylon. What can I do with it? Luckily for us, so we just decided to like, okay, we came up with a bag, and they were like, this Viva Kini came out well, Kini is fine. And I was like, well, I don't even know how to get in touch with them. And thank God, power of social media. We just did it like this, we put it online, we did a laptop bag, we did school bag, we just put it online, just online, and before you know it, the thing went viral, and that's how Viva connected with us. And here we are. After the post that we made, the first post went viral on Viva actually invited us to the headquarters. Hey. No. Like, I really appreciate Viva for what they are trying to do, for setting the pace for other manufacturers. It's not just about the environment being clean now, of just sachet water, of the detergents, Viva detergents now, but making sure that other manufacturers to emulate what they are trying to do, especially, by partnering with us, to making sure that the waste that's being generated from Viva now being used, convert into school bags, for students in Nigeria, and also create job opportunity for women across the country in different states. So I really, thanks to Viva for taking up this initiative.